Jack Toledano, all or not according to Jack. How the heck are you? Yeah, so it's been, I don't know, week and a half since my last video, other than the shorts that I've been putting up. But I am back and I am ready to talk some football. And honestly, what we're going to talk about tonight is the ineptitude of the New York Giants. So, how this came about, I was working on a video, pre-production of a video to talk about uh, the Giants and the Cowboys rivalry, which goes back to 1960. So, while doing that, I'm thinking to myself, why not do an episode about the Giants' ineptitude in general? And I didn't want to go back all the way to the teens or the 20s, but I started with the 1960s for this. So let's go right to the PowerPoint and discuss it. This is going to be fun. I mean, I am a Giants fan and I always will be, but you know what? I got to share the good news with the bad news. So let's share. Come on. There we go. So, years of ineptitude of the New York Giants football, of the New York football Giants, 1964 to present. Let me just fix the camera a little bit. So, this is going to be a slideshow. So, here we go. I've got my all or nada business card there. Me with my giant hat, the Giants helmet, and off we go. Starting with the darkest years, 1960s and 1970s, the wilderness years, 1964 to 1968. Giants missed the playoffs 15 straight seasons from 1964 to 1980. They cycled through five head coaches during this stretch, reflecting deep organizational dysfunction. Home games were played at Yankee Stadium, the Yale Bowl, and Shea Stadium, a nomadic existence that hurt fan engagement and team identity. And there's my little curtain pulled back. Okay, so on the top there you see the Yale Bowl, then you see Yankee Stadium, and you see Shea Stadium. They all played together in 1975. Mets, Yankees, Jets, and Giants all played at Shea Stadium in 75, where the Giants, I believe, only won one game that year. My good friend Vinny went to most of those games because you know what? They didn't sell out and it was convenient. I mean, who the hell wanted to trek to New Haven to go to the Yale Bowl, where, from what I understand, there wasn't and there still isn't any lighting of any kind. There are no locker facilities, so you have to actually walk from a facility next door in full uniform to get to the Yale Bowl. Ridiculous. But the Giants did not want to be in the same stadium with the Jets, but they relented in 75. They needed one more year for Giant Stadium to be completed. So let's move along. Okay, so I got AI involved for this. So I asked this question to AI. From 1963 to 1964, how did the Giants go from a team that made it to the NFL championship game to a team that only uh can I move this thing? Yeah, this thing doesn't move. Oh, there we go. Let's move that. How did the New York Giants go from a team that made it to the NFL championship game to a team that only won two games the next year? What will it tell me? Okay, what the heck is going on? All right. For some reason, I can't get this thing to. No, we'll do it this way. Oops. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the the bullets weren't coming down properly, so sorry about that. The New York Giants' dramatic collapse from Eastern Conference championships in 1963 to a dismal 2-10-2 record in 1964 was the result of a perfect storm of missteps, aging stars, and controversial decisions. Here's a breakdown of what went wrong. The Sam Huff trade. The Giants traded away Sam Huff, their iconic middle linebacker and defensive leader, to Washington for two journeymen, Dick James and Andy Stinchula. There, I said it better than the AI voice would have said it. Huff's departure gutted the heart of the defense. His replacement, rookie Lou Slaby, struggled to fill the void both athletically and emotionally. Two, aging roster. Many of the Giants' stars were past their prime. Quarterback Y.A. Tittle was 38 and took a brutal beating early in the season, including a devastating hit in week 2 that symbolized the team's unraveling. Frank Gifford, another aging star, returned with optimism but couldn't carry the team alone. Poor draft and personnel decisions. The 1964 draft yielded little impact. Their top pick, Jodon Looney, oh, there's a name for you, never played it down for the team due to off field issues. Other rookies failed to make meaningful contributions, leaving the team thin and inexperienced. Or coaching miscalculations. Head coach Ali Sherman tried to rejuvenate the team by cutting veterans and banking on unproven talent. His optimism clashed with reality as the team lacked cohesion and leadership on both sides of the ball. Early season demoralization. The 1964 season opener was a disaster. The Giants were crushed 38-7 by the Eagles, who had been the last in the division the year before. Tittle was sacked 6 times, fumbled 3 times, and threw 2 interceptions. Wow, that's reminiscent of this past Sunday. Oh, we'll get to that. The tone was set for a long, painful season. Franchise rock bottom years. 1966 season. Record 1-12-1, the worst in team history by winning percentage. Point differential minus 238, a staggering margin that reflects how uncompetitive they were. Defense gave up 72 points in a single game to Washington, a franchise record for points allowed. 1973 and 74 seasons. 73, they finished 2-11-1 with a minus 136 point differential. 1974, they went 2-12, continuing the downward spiral. 1976, their worst start ever. Started the season 0-9, the longest losing streak to begin a season in franchise history. Finished 3-11, and fans were calling for a complete overhaul. This next one's going to be a doozy. Miracle at the Meadowlands. 1978 season. And you can see this little picture illustration there. November 19th, 1978, with the game nearly won against the Eagles, the Giants inexplicably called a running play instead of kneeling. A botched handoff from Joe Pisarcik to Larry Zonka led to a fumble recovery touchdown by Herman Edwards, sealing one of the most infamous losses in NFL history. Knuckleheads. December 1978. A banner was flown over Giants Stadium reading, 15 years of lousy football. We've had enough. Reflecting deep frustration with the team's poor performance and management. Uh, Okay, next slide, we're going to show you a few illustrations. That's again the where Sarchik's about to hand off to Zonka. Zonka was not expecting the handoff, so he fumbled, knucklehead. There's the ball on the ground, Pisarcik trying to get it, Herman Edwards scooping it up, and Herman Edwards running it in for the shocking touchdown. With 12 seconds left, the Giants would lose. I can't imagine what the fans were thinking walking out of the stadium that night. Oh, wow. Incredible. Miracle at the Meadowlands, but there's some redemption. There is salvation, though, for all fans watching this and groaning right now. The Giants had not one, but two overtime wins in Philadelphia to atone somewhat for past misdeeds. Uh, by the way, this is not AI. This is just me compiling this. October 31st, 1999. And I remember that day vividly because my daughter Sam, who's getting married this weekend, she was 8 years old at that time. And I took, and it was a Sunday, and I walked her around trick or treating and and I recorded the game. Um, I couldn't watch it, but I recorded it so I could watch it on tape delay later after it got dark and I brought her home. For lack of a better term, I call this the Giants Halloween miracle game. Giants trail the Eagles 17-3 at the beginning of the fourth quarter and rally to tie it, sending the game to OT. Defensive lineman Christian Peters bats a Doug Peterson pass into the air and is intercepted by Michael Strahan, who returns it 44 yards for the winning TD. Final score 23-17 Giants. You know what? It was a beautiful thing watching that and watching the shocked looks on the faces of the Eagles as they were walking off the goddamn field. Way to go, Mr. Strahan. Next, September 17th, 2006, more redemption. Giants trail the Eagles 24-7 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They rally again, and Jay Feely ties it with a field goal as regulation time expires. Giants win it in OT, this time with a 31-yard touchdown pass from Eli Manning to Plexico Burris. Final score 30-24. Neiman. Way to give that to me, Chris Berman of ESPN. Okay, next slide. Other lean years and lowlights. The Snowball game, 1995. During a loss to the Chargers, frustrated fans at Giant Stadium hurled snowballs onto the field. One hit a Chargers staff member in the head, knocking him unconscious. Defending Giants fans had their season tickets revoked. Just as bad as Eagle fans booing Santa. LOL. 2002, the NFC wildcard game. Giants meltdown in San Francisco and Trey Junkin's botched snap. Giants blow a 24-point lead to the 49ers. With a chance to win on a last-second field goal, a bad snap by long snapper Trey Junkin ruined the play. Giants had gone up 38-14 with 4:27 to go in the third quarter before the collapse, allowing 25 unanswered points. Oh, mistake there. unanswered point to the 49ers that lose 39 to 38. Ooh, caught a mistake. How about that? 2006 collapse versus the Titans. Leading 21 to nothing in the fourth quarter, the Giants allowed 24 unanswered points and lost 24 to 21. It was a stunning meltdown that left fans speechless. The only positive was that this one was in Nashville, not in front of the home fans. Titans' first score came with 9:35 left in the fourth quarter. SMH. The Miracle at the New Meadowlands, Part 2, 2010. This one, you got to see to believe. Up 31-10 with under 8 minutes left. The Giants collapse against the Eagles once again. Deshaun Jackson's walk-off punt return touchdown capped one of the most shocking comebacks in NFL history. Even worse than the the playoff win by the Bills over the Oilers. Look that one up. Giants had gone up 31-10 with 8:17 to go in the fourth quarter before the collapse, allowing 4 touchdowns. Eagles win 38 to 31. So, showing progress of this slideshow to my son-in-law George uh, with this video prep, he pointed out something Tom Coughlin had said. George read his lips while watching the game. Why would you punt it to the fastest guy on the field? Pick it to the goddamn sidelines, for fuck's sake. Ugh, only the Giants. Since winning Super Bowl 46, the Giants have made the playoffs only twice. They finished below 500 in 10 of the last 13 seasons and often landed at the bottom of the NFC East. 2024 season, just last year, franchise hits rock bottom once again. Finished 33-14, lost 10 straight games, and failed to win a single home game. No, I don't think that's true. That's uh that's a mistake by the AI. I thought they won at least one home game. I thought they beat the Indianapolis Colts late in the season. Letting Saquon Barkley walk to a division rival at the end of 2023 and cutting ties with Daniel Jones added to the chaos. Oh, don't even get me started with that. But I will. Two slaps in the face. Number one, 2024 season. Philadelphia Eagles win Super Bowl. I don't know Roman numerals, but what, 61, I guess it is, or 51? 40 to 22 over the Kansas City Chiefs with Saquon Barkley as featured running back, who earns the Associated Press NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Number two bullet. 2025 season, Daniel Jones signs with the Indianapolis Colts, earns the starting QB job, and the Colts start the season 3-0. They lose game 4 to a very tough Rams team. They defeat the Raiders yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was Sunday to go 4-1. It's Tuesday. Yankees not looking too good right now either. 2024-2025 losing streak. The Giants posted a 3-14 record in 2024 and started 2025 with a 1-4 skid. They've lost 13 of their last 15 games, a historic low in their 100-year history. 2025 season so far. Week 1, Giants lose to the Washington Commanders 21-6 to a team that historically the Giants had done well against. Week 2, Giants lose to the Dallas Cowboys 40-37. It would take a Dallas 64-yard field goal at the end of regulation to send the game to overtime. Giants still haven't learned that stupid penalties will kill you and that they don't do well in shootouts. It's also the last time we'd see Malik Neighbors for the season. As for Dallas, pretty soon they're going to run out of New York teams to beat. Their two wins, one against the Giants, one against the Jets. Oh, and a tie against the Packers. But pretty soon you guys are going to run out of New York teams to beat, so you better step it up. Week 3, Giants lose to the Kansas City Chiefs 22-9. The Chiefs' first win of the season. The Giants' offense comes out flat once again, forcing Coach Dable to bench Russell Wilson in favor of Jackson Dart, the rookie. Week 4, Giants defeat the Los Angeles Chargers. Miracle of miracles. 21-18. Maybe starting Dart was the spark that the Giants needed against a really good team to boot. Of course, star wide receiver Malik Neighbors is lost for the season with a torn ACL. SMH again. Even winning, they lose. Okay, so this past Sunday, this is boggles my mind. Week 5, Giants lose to the New Orleans. Oh, another screw up. New Orleans Saints 26-14. Giants led early 14-3, two TDs on the first two drives, and then the wheels fell off once again. Fumbles by Darius Slayton, Jackson Dart, and Cam Scatterbull, and then two INTs by Dart. Hello, or to the Giants. You don't win with -5 turnovers. Oh, unbelievable. So, before we go any further, let's see. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to my ESPN schedule for the G-men, see who they've got in the next coming weeks. We already know that week 6, tomorrow night they face the Eagles at home. That's unbelievable. One of my lodge brothers asked, "Oh, I got somebody's selling 4 tickets for $100 each to Thursday night's game, but we have a meeting, so we can't go." And my brother Bill, rightly so, it's like, "Oh, they're paying us 100 each to take those tickets." Too freaking funny. So let's see what their schedule is the rest of the way. So Philly, then they're at Denver, then they're I see. So they have a bye after the Philly game. Then they're at Denver on the 19th. Then they're at Philly. That's 3 losses. Then they're at Chicago, home game against Green Bay, at Detroit, at New England, home game against Washington, home game against Minnesota, at the Las Vegas Raiders, and then the last game is home game against Dallas. These guys could go 1-16. That's freaking doable. I mean, you lost to a New Orleans Saints team that was 0-4. Granted, and you fell apart against them. You had a 14-3 lead. I don't get it, guys. There's going to be some major changes. There's got to be another plane flying over the stadium soon. I don't know how people spend the money to go to waste their time going to these freaking games when you can just watch it at home on your couch. And now for some good news, making it to the promised land. So, amidst all those bad years, there were some good years. For their first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 21, January 87. Giants defeat the Denver Broncos 39-20. Super Bowl 25, Jan 1991. Giants defeat the Bills 20-19 on that missed field goal by the Bills as time expired. Oh, Giants weren't supposed to even go to the Super Bowl, let alone win it that year. Those are the best kinds. 2000, year 2000, they lost to the Ravens 34-7. That was their only Super Bowl loss. Super Bowl 42, February 3rd, 2008. And there's a reason why I list the date. Giants defeat the Patriots 17-14. My wife, Susan, who's such a great sport, that is actually her birthday, February 3rd. So I did two things. One, I put a bumper sticker on our front window. Number two, I bought her an Eli Manning jersey. And yes, I did buy her something that she could enjoy. I got her $100 gift card for Kohl's, a store that she loves, and they won. Super Bowl 46, February 2012. Giants defeat the Patriots again, 21-17. No more talk of ineptitude. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for watching. And there you have it. This, by the way, I don't know if you can see this or not. You know what? Let me take it off if I can get the damn thing off. This is my giant Super Bowl ring from 20, 2011 for the 2011 season. Uh, which, by the way, I did not buy this in Canton, Ohio. I actually bought this at Cooperstown, New York. Yes. Oops, I had it upside down. There you have it. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. So nice replica ring. So this was all about the New York Giants' years of ineptitude. So next, to continue this series at some point, maybe in another week or two, I am going to talk about the ineptitude of that other team that cohabits the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, the New York Jets, who between the two teams they are 1-9. Jets 0-5. I can't believe it. Aaron Glenn, what did you get yourself into? And after that, as the what do they call this? The hot stove time is cooking, and the Mets plan their next moves, and whatever else is going to happen. We're going to talk about the years of ineptitude of the Mets, the New York Mets. But as I put that one together, who knows what will happen? Will they re-sign um, Pete Alonso? Will they will they sign a top flight pitcher? Because right now their only halfway decent pitcher is David Peterson. The rest and the new guy Nolan McLean. Everybody else, uh, the other young guy Jared, whatever his name is, I don't know. He's unproven. Who knows what's going to happen? They need another top flight starter at least. These 3 innings of Sean Manaea starts, and the Japanese guy, I forget his name, but you know what? It's unbearable. Can't happen. Jack Toledano, all or not according to Jack. I hope you had a good one. Talk soon.